this prior. Sorry, I forgot to press the resume button. My bad.
Let's see. And we were at the first, be it resolved. So I'll start it there. Be it resolved by the UMKC Student Senate supports equal access to hygienic products and disposal for all students while on the University of Missouri Kansas City campus, and therefore every bathroom on the University of Missouri Kansas City campus should have hygienic product means of disposal, and therefore every vending machine on the University of Missouri Kansas City campus should have hygienic products available. And therefore, student government will work with other stakeholders to achieve this goal.
Thank you, Haley. Senator Gabby, could you please enlighten me on what is our next step in this procedure?
Sure. So since she's read it, we are good to go, and it would be now that you would assign it to a committee. You can assign it to one committee. You can assign it to all three. It's up to your discretion. The committee will then review it, and then they will come back to the Senate next time with a recommendation of do pass or fail. So they will just tell you and the Senate their reasons for suggesting that we pass it, or if they suggest we fail it, why they think that.
All right,
and
thank you.
Vote on it.
So I am going to assign it to the Senate Resolutions Committee due to the nature of it. And just re-review it at your next meeting, Haley, and have your committee vote on it. Bring us the results at our next meeting on the 9th. We'll get into that though. In fact, we're about to get into it right about now. All right, so we have 2 more meetings left of this semester, as far as I understand. 2 scheduled meetings, one on the 8th of November, which is the second Monday, like we've been doing. However, our second meeting of November and our final meeting of this semester is scheduled for November 29th, which is the 5th Monday, immediately following the weekend of Thanksgiving, because the 4th Monday is going to be the Thanksgiving break. It is during the November 29th meeting that I intend on holding a vote on whether or not we will have a continuance of Zoom SGA meetings or move to the chambers, as that has been my goal for these votes over the past few months. And hopefully on the 8th, we are able to have our second reading and vote on SR 15, as well as a confirmation vote for our Associate Justice nominee. That being said, officer reports. Mr. President, Tim Wen, what is your report?
Hello, everyone. I wanted to inform everyone to keep everyone updated and in the loop. I don't know if you guys have heard recently in the news, 3 Kansas schools, KU, K-State, and Wichita State, have mandated vaccines, specifically those that are on federal contracts or working with grants, and that is not limited or also includes people that are on payroll. So for that, the last date is December 8th. That was relayed and communicated in an administrative council meeting today at UMKC that occurred this afternoon. That means that for someone to get both vaccines, whether it be what the school provides, Pfizer, or the other one, Johnson & Johnson's, or the third one, that would mean by October 26th, this week, so October 28th, by one of our various clinics that we put up for people to get their first vaccine. They have to wait a certain time and duration before they can get their second vaccine. That will put us right up to the mark of being fully vaccinated by December 8th. should they get vaccinated, depending on what is going to be resolved from the Board of Curators, which will relay that information, and we may hear about that sometime in the near future. So just be on the lookout of that, if we will follow suit with the Kansas schools or not, but that would include everyone on payroll. So if you are a student employee, you would have to get vaccinated. So just that currently. And I wanted to also give a shout out to all the team leads. I think Abby might also talk about this during her officer report, but I'm gonna warm her up and pass it on to her. Just really appreciate all the senators and who were team leads, as well as Abby and the exec board for taking the lead on that with Ruse Give Back. And if possible, I will put the link in chat if you guys would be able to fill out the 30 for 30, or specifically the hours that you'd been involved with for Ruse Give Back over this past weekend, to enter those hours. So we have a report with the semester coming down, since we're already in week 9, week 10 now, of how many hours that we were able to, as a team, SGA, Senate, all 3 branches, towards community impact student involvement. So I will link that in chat for you guys to fill. I would greatly appreciate if you guys take the extra 30 seconds to do so. And lastly, I wanted to mention is keep on forwarding us 30 for 30 events that you guys are student leaders, very busy, very active in other student organizations, not just with student government. So really, really appreciate all your hard work, your time, and your dedication. And if you want us on the executive board to attend some of your guys' events, submit those requests to the 30 for 30, which you guys should find on the newsletter. And shout out to Jessica for doing a fantastic newsletter for Ruse Give Back that came out to your guys' email. So if you didn't get a newsletter, don't hesitate to reach out to Jessica, to I. Make sure that you are also joined as a member on RU groups. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. All right, Madam Vice President Weiler, what is your report?
Hi, everyone. I'm mostly just doing a update on Ruse Give Back. Thank you again, kind of Tim mentioned this, but thank you again to all of our team leads who volunteered their time, both with the promotion of the event and also actually being there, waking up early and leading groups of students and volunteers with that. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. It was a very successful event. We had nearly 200 UMKC students and staff volunteer, which is a great number for a slightly chilly October morning. And we worked with 6 different projects, and they're all very, very appreciative of the work that we did. And I also think it was a great chance for students to kind of reflect on their own individual volunteer goals and maybe find connections to continue their work outside of just this event. And again, just wanted to emphasize how grateful I am for all of you who stepped up and were leaders, not only in SGA, but also for this day. And to those who weren't able to attend, who helped us with the prep work. Also, we wanted to thank those who were involved with the blood drive. We had 66 we had 66 donations happen, and 34 of them were people who had never donated before, which I think is a great number. I think that really stands out as the lengths of promotion, how that benefited the blood drive. And the blood drive was very, very happy with the success of that. And we're definitely going to form a collaboration with them to continue to do future blood drives. So with all these events, without your help, they would not have been successful. Thank you very much again. And I'm sure you're all grateful to not have to read my multitude of emails. So those are done for now. Also, if you guys are wanting a shirt, if you weren't able to participate, we do have tons of Ruse Give Back shirts. They're quite cute. So stop by Kim Kushner's office on the 3rd floor of the Student Union and you can pick one up there. And then lastly, I'm going to be working on thank you notes for all of the people who helped us with this project. So for you team leads, if you can think of anyone that may not be on like a typical list, like obviously the partners we worked with, but like other staff or people that helped you, go ahead and send me that or send me a chat in Zoom just so we make sure we have all of our thank yous covered. That's it.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Internal Affairs Director Malavika, what is your report?
So I attended the ASUM meeting this morning to discuss the UM system survey results, and there's also been an internship team that's been decided, and 3 members of UMKC were chosen, including Abby, the vice president. So congratulations to them. So they'll be interning at the Capitol, and Haley Prinz, and they'll be interning at the Capitol, and they'll get to discuss a lot of important legislation with legislators. So congrats to them. And also, we're going to be starting, this is separate from ASUM, for UMKC, we're going to be searching for an election director pretty soon. And I believe current senators cannot be selected, but please be on the lookout for people that you think might be interested in this position. It is a paid position, I believe. But yeah, that's just something to look out for.
Thank you so much, Malavika. And our final officer report, Comptroller Kyle, what is your report?
So we had an SAFC meeting last week. It was in person in the union, and we approved $9,619.33. We desperately need people to start requesting money. We would like to be approving about $12,000 more in that every meeting. So if you know your orgs that don't know they can request money, they can. If they have any questions, they can reach out to me or your SAFC rep if you know who that is. So please start requesting money. And we will have another meeting next week, and it will be on Zoom.
Thank you very much. All right. As there are no further officer reports or business, I am now opening up the Senate floor for an open forum. But first, I would like to quickly review old business because I forgot to resume our recording. We did reach quorum with 31 senators in attendance. And then we have the SGA follow for follow form, which is available on the agenda. And you can keep writing your Senate resolutions and sending them to me to be put on an agenda for their first readings and then assignment to a committee. Is there anyone else that has anything that they'd like to say?
I have something I'd like to say.
Chair Brett Boyer.
I'd just like all my committee people and anyone interested in attending the hearing. We're gonna start it at about 7:05 p.m. because Kim can't be here until about 7:10 p.m. So rather than just sitting there and staring at each other for 40 minutes, you can just log off, do stuff for 30 minutes, and then let's all come back on the Zoom link that I just sent out a short while ago at about 7:05 p.m.
Thank you so much.
I have 2 more things. If
yes, so Chair Sagi.
Thank you. So first thing, just for my committee, please be on the lookout for an email just about that proclamation. I will send it out at least 24 hours before Friday, so Thursday. And then the second thing is ASUM is hosting a event on Friday between 12 and 1. We would love for as many as as many of you as possible to make it, and that's including the exec board, but not just the exec board, all of you as well, and anyone that you guys know that's at UMKC. So it's 12 to 1. It's going to be at the UMKC Theater, and it's celebrating LGBTQ plus identity. So that's kind of the focus. We're very excited to have Senator Greg Razor come visit campus. He's going to be with us in the UMKC Theater discussing that topic. And we will also be hearing virtually from a few other, people, including someone that's running for Senate right now in Missouri and another local activist. in St. Louis. So we're going to be hearing from a lot of really, really interesting people. And I hope you guys can make it. There will be pizza as well. So please join
All
us,
right.
12 to 1.
All right. Thank you so much, Sagi. Furthermore, Jake O'Brien, I have sent you a link to our standing committee preference form. I implore you to fill that out. If I do not receive a response for that form by midnight tonight, actually, because given the roster, assuming, yeah, midnight tonight, I will simply assign you to a random committee, whether or not it is your preferred committee.
Okay,
So-
I'll get that filled out tonight. So
Thank you.
I just haven't had time the past couple days, but I'll make sure to get it done.
No problem. All right. Is there anything else from anyone else that wishes to have it known or spoken during this meeting?
Yeah, I do.
And who is speaking? Who is speaking? Chair recognizes whoever
Hang up
just
right now.
spoke.
I think it froze.
Yes, it did. Sorry. Hi, I'm back in.
Aha.
Chair
Chair recognizes Shane Reed.
Yes, yes. Hi, my name is Shane. I am a student here at UMKC. Last semester, I was a part of a class, an independent studies class known as, sustainable design. And we presented part of our a UMKC resilience plan to you all. It was Joe Adams that represented us. He presented the Second Nature Agreement. And I'm back and I want to actually present the whole plan, the climate resilience plan, basically to the SGA or the Senate in order to get them to back it in the hopes of UMKC adopting it. I know this is quite a lot at the end of a meeting, quite. If there's another day or time, that would be just fine. I have a 3 PowerPoint slide that goes over why, slides that were prepared by the students, me being one of them, that summarize the points and just how we plan to do it. So,
Well, thank you for bringing this up, Shane. I would like to refer this to our, I'm going to say,
Mr. Speaker, could we perhaps have him on the agenda for next meeting so he can present his presentation during a meeting?
yes, however, I think it would probably also be beneficial to refer this to a
I
committee
apologize for
prior.
breaking it.
Oh, we are deciding whether or not to refer this to a committee prior to our next meeting, or just have you present at our next meeting. I do believe it would be beneficial to have this assigned to a committee. But I would actually like to see this, and I would like to table this to our meeting on November the 8th. I move to table this plan to November the 8th. Do we have a second?
Speaker, you don't have to since you are the speaker. So you
Sounds
can
great.
Just do that.
Sounds great. It will be on the agenda. You can reach out to me, Shane, if you have any further questions, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
I think he's frozen, so I'm not sure if he's hearing you.
I will mark that down and reach out myself if he does not acknowledge.
And I think he dropped off.
I will be emailing him about this, informing him about the decision to move this to a 2-hour meeting on the 8th. Do we have anyone else with anything else? Going once, going twice.
Hello?
Welcome back. Yes.
I'm
So
so sorry.
it is all right, Shane. I do believe we are going to table this to our next meeting. You can reach out to me. My email is like somewhere on the Rue groups. Also, if you just like search me in your Outlook contacts, Duke Porter, I will pop up. Just reach out to me if you have any questions, and you will be featured as a guest speaker during our, yes, thank you, Todd. You'll be able to speak as a guest speaker at our meeting on November the 8th.
Okay, thank you so much.
My pleasure. So now, if there are no other items to be discussed during this open forum, I now call this meeting adjourned at 6:40 p.m. Thank you all. I will see those of you in the IAC and / possibly attending the possible hearing in about half an hour. Yes, thank you for coming out tonight.